At Smith Liberal Arts College for Women, there is a course called Critical Design Thinking Studio, the description of which suggests it's some sort of social justice mishmash deal, mentioning critical theory, post-colonialism, yada yada. We're not going to be looking at the course itself though, because what I've found is much more fun. You see, in order to pass this course, students must complete 3 projects. For those currently taking it, the second of the 3 was due a few days ago, on the 9th. This project takes the form of a video, and students had to upload their clips onto YouTube.
You can come here and create whatever you want. Art, structures, or anything else that can come to your imagination.
I felt like a child.
What the hell was that, you might ask? Well, that was an intervention on campus at a site of power, change, or resistance, which is what the students were asked to design, specifically with the help of user feedback. The group that made this little outdoors play area safe space idea focused on users that they've called Serenity Seekers, whoever they might be. But the project we're going to enjoy together now in full has a target user base you're probably a lot more familiar with.
Site of power.
Space for change.
Place of resistance. To think about power and change, we interviewed student activists.
Yes, their target users are student activists. And to help them, this group, the Peanut Chews, came up with a social justice cashback design. Now, just before we crack into their video, you should know that, according to documentation I found, students were encouraged to take risks and come up with bad ideas in pursuit of their final good one. So, some of what we're going to see isn't necessarily stuff these students think is a good idea. However, good fucking luck discerning what they think is bad from what they think would be good. And on that note, let's continue watching their project.
They spoke about the importance of institutional memory, money, and physical student spaces.
Physical student spaces are a big issue actually. Activists keep getting stuck in the spirit realm. Hey, I guess weight gain is activism then. Explains a lot of what I've seen.
Uncompensated for their labor.
Have I made a mistake? Does college in the US not mean what I think it does? How old are these people?
Our project is designed to meet the needs of a certain user. Ours was an activist whose labor is exploited and uncompensated for their work, needs their college to make good for its history of institutional violence.
I think there are some words missing there. Oh, and maybe there's some sense lacking too. Have I got this about right? Their target user is someone who's thinking, I engage in activism, I don't get paid, therefore I'm exploited and owed reparations for past discrimination. Or maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Answers on a postcard, please.
We put our brains together and came up with billions of incredible potential ideas,
including automatic money transfers in response to activist complaints, a timeline of history in a central location but not triggering, a would you say this to a privileged person app, an alarm system that can be pulled in response to microaggressions, statues that expose Sophia Smith, the woman who founded the college, and other gross histories, and a good person scanning tool. I'm honestly not sure if these are meant to be jokes on the back of how awful these ideas are, or if this is what they'd ideally do, but sadly would never be able to.
Our next step was prototyping.
I've got some great news. Your cringe cannon works.
We got to work on 2 of our favorite ideas.
Has something horrible happened at Smith College? Have they been doing some toddler brain swap shit? Let's cut to what they settled on.
We created a race card for students of color to get reparations from the school.
Genius. They're clearly trying to send a message. The message... The message isn't presented so sharply, but there is an attempt. And the reason this is beautiful is because when you zoom back from the product and you look at them and what they've designed, they perfectly nail a very different message. I can't be the only person imagining something a bit like this. Just in case you're starting to think, well hang on, maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. Maybe they're being a bit more clever than it looks at first glance. Let's return to their presentation.
but our website fit our users' needs better.
Yeah. Okay.
You're empowering labor today.
I don't fucking know either.
Power Hours let students log the hours they spend doing unpaid activist work.
Time spent doing this work is like really powerful and like.
And for, like, engaging in activism, like, you should be getting, like, paid.
I think I hear what you're saying, but I also think that makes it seem like you have more power over others because you're doing this work. So like you're the person with the power.
Well, whether that means you have power or not, it certainly means you have too much free time. Wait, you mean people weren't receptive to Race Card? Anyway, we made it. We tasted the fruit of social justice education and survived. Well, I did at least, and I accept no liability for death or cringery. This project apparently is meant to get students to reframe social issues through designing. They look at the world in a different way, or whatever. And I think they must have succeeded, because through watching them, a whole new dimension has been added to my dislike of student activists. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions. By the way, if you want to catch March's Blacklist Collection Design t-shirt, you've got around 24 hours from the time this video goes up. Links in the description if you're interested.